Welcome back, trainers, and we're going to be taking a look at a level 50 Alteria with Moonblast in the Ultra League, of course, and we're going to be pairing it up with Alolan Ninetales XL. That thing is absolutely amazing, and then of course our Toxicroak. So for the first few battles here, I don't have it equipped as my best buddy, but after a while I equip it, it'll end up being $24.99. So once you see that CP, that is the indication that we have it equipped. It's going to give us a bit of a boost. Alright, so let's just talk about the Moonblast part of Alteria. Its Community Day move. Was it a big help? Not really, folks. We already knew this. It's going to be a bit better than Dazzling Gleam, and you also have the potential to drop your opponent's attack by one stage a chance. So it's okay, right? There's going to be a few occasions where I'm able to use it. You're not getting stabbed. You'll be able to get stabbed from the Sky attack. If you're going up against the Steel type, well, it's just going to be all bad. You might as well just try to get that attack drop with the Moonblast Alteria, I suppose. But with that said, let's go ahead and get into this commentary here. Up against a Machamp, taking a Rock Slide, just a normal one, not a Shadow, so it's not going to be doing as much, of course. Going for the Sky attack, they're letting it go through. Down they go with an invisible Dragon Breath, and in comes the Drifblim, in which we're going to go ahead and let that Icy Wind go through, because, well, we're going to be able to come back in here with the Alolan Ninetales and do a bunch of damage to it. So let's see what we're going to do. Go for the Weather Ball. And we still have both of our shields. Well, they have 0. We are going to shield this Icy Wind up. It could have been a Shadow Ball. I'm not going to take the chances. It's their last Pokemon. We've won this game here, so let's not ruin it. And we take the win with the Alolan Ninetales. We're going to be leading with it the entire time. And then Toxicroak on the team. Now, I did want a fighter to potentially take out the Steel types that are going to be giving the Alolan Ninetales trouble, as well as the Alteria. Toxicroak fit the bill quite nicely because it is going to be part poison, not taking super effective from Charm, or at least, I mean, when you talk about a fairy, it's basically Charm, right? So it is still going to hurt, and we do need to work around it. Anyways, with that said, up against a shiny Machamp over here, very nice. And we're going to go ahead and shield this up. It is going to be a Rock Slide, so good call on my end. It's 1-to-1 shield, and we're getting to the next Sky attack. I'm pretty sure they would want to let this go through. And that's exactly what they do. Bringing in that Togekiss, of course, to farm us down here. And this is where we're going to be bringing in the Ninetales to handle this thing. Getting off the Weather Ball as soon as possible before they're trying to retreat here. And we want to take that thing out or get that damage through. Fantastic. As a matter of fact, we're going to go ahead and let this charge move go through onto our Ninetales. Super effective Ancient Power, but it's really not doing too much damage because it's just not that strong and they're not getting stabbed. Bringing in a Venusaur here, looking good. And I'm calculating what I need to do. We're going to go ahead and swap into our Toxicroak to catch this Frenzy Plant, and that's exactly what it is. Beautiful. And I think we just want to go Sludge Bomb here. There's no point in going for the Mud Bomb. I thought they might get to another Frenzy Plant, but I guess not. And we're able to take out that Venusaur. In comes the Togekiss, and we're countering down a Togekiss, Fairy and Flying type with Toxicroak. Awesome. Into the next battle here. We're going to be met with a Machamp Shadow, so this is, you know, it's going to be a good matchup for us, but not necessarily the most comfortable. So they're swapping into their Kingdra, and we're going to go ahead and retreat with our Ninetales. All that energy as well. Maybe should have thrown a charge move, but hey, I'm going to go ahead and bring in the Alteria here. And they went for the Octazooka, not very effective. I didn't want to take the chance. I thought they might have been at that Outrage, but unfortunately they went for that, not very effective. At this point, we're going to obviously let it go through and come in and farm down. I really wanted to come in with Toxicroak, but I didn't want to quite reveal it yet. So we're going to go ahead and just bring in Ninetales and farm down and build up quite a bit of energy over here. Almost at half health. Coming back in here with Machamp, we're going to be able to really spam these Weather Balls, and they do a lot of damage to that Shadow. Letting the first one go through, and they still have 2 shields, swapping into Toxicroak to absorb whatever they're going to throw. It is a cross chop, not very effective, but still doing a decent amount of damage. Bringing in a Dragonite, and we're going to go ahead and bait here. Maybe, I mean, it doesn't really matter. We knew they were going to probably shield. There it is. Ninetales is going to do so much damage. There's no way that they're going to be at a Hurricane or a Draco or maybe an Outrage, but that's not very effective either, so we don't need to worry about it. And those Dragon Breaths are going to be massively resisted, while this Dragon Claw is as well. But we're just going to shield it up. We wanted to preserve our health a bit. They're going for another one. They could have actually been at a Hurricane there. So now we're going to be pretty secure. Machamp's going to come back in here. We're just going to go for that Wither Ball. And I'm really hoping this is going to KO because they may have a Cross Chop. And it takes them out. Great. Looking good. Let's get it, folks. If you do enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. And I'll be keeping you up to date on everything Pokemon Go and bringing you some more battles. You know the drill. Next battle, we're met with a Galvantula. And you know how I like this matchup. It's perfect. So we're going to go ahead and go for that Weather Ball. Let the first charge move go through. We don't care if it's just charge or lunge. we're going to be able to still hold our own with this XL Alola Ninetales, doing super effective damage to that Galvantula. Going to go ahead and go for another Weather Ball as soon as we get to it. No need to charge up extra. And at this point, we will shield up. And they're going for a discharge. Perfect. Not lowering our attack. Getting to a Weather Ball, but they do swap into a Politoed, I do believe. Oh, or a Pelipper, sorry. And we're going to go ahead and bring in our Alteria because, well, Weather Ball is going to be resisted. Hurricane is going to hurt, but it's not going to KO. So we're going to go ahead and just throw that first Sky Attack. Not quite taking them out. They're surviving barely here. And I'm thinking, all right, we'll just let it go through. And it is a Weather Ball, in fact. Excellent. They weren't able to get to that Hurricane. And they're going to be bringing in a Galarian Stunfisk. And this is where we're going to have some troubles with the Alteria. And as you can see, not too many opportunities to go for that Dazzling Gleam. You got to have shields down. And even then, I suppose you can, up against another Dragon type if they have a lot of health. But Sky Attack is just a better option in most situations. But anyways, they're going to be bringing in Galvantula. We are going to farm it down. Still holding on to our shield here. Bringing in that Galarian Stunfisk. And this is why we needed to hold on to our shield. Letting that discharge go through, no problem. Those quick moves on the Galarian Stunfisk are not going to be able to outpace the counters as well as the Mud Bomb we're going to throw at it here. Which is going to help us take the win. Toxicroak. Let's get it. One of my favorite fighting types in Pokemon in general. Such an awesome thing here. So moving into the next battle, if you're wondering why am I going up against lower ranked people, well, folks, I'm going to tell you the Retro Cup, I really tried to go with some really weird teams, but I had the worst luck. Straight up. Wow. It was a bit of me not caring after the first day because I saw this pattern. I was like, you know what? I'm not having the best luck here. I can't even use the spice, and it was just all bad. So yeah, we dropped quite a bit, but it doesn't matter. Who cares? We made our point a while ago, right? So they were trying to get that Gunk Shot through. I was thinking that's a lot of farm. They could bait us, but I'm not taking the chance. So good thing we did. It was going to be a Gunk Shot. Bringing in their Talonflame here. Now, if I swap, they're going to swap, so we're not going to go anywhere. We're just going to let them farm us down if that's what they want to do here. In the meantime, we're going to be able to pretty much almost take them out. We'll bring in Alteria, which is, going to be able to just absorb the Brave Bird, as well as those fire moves, so no problem at all. There's that Brave Bird, Alteria just tanking it, and they do have a Granbull in the back. You want to see something fun here, folks? We go for the Mud Bomb, and they make a very nice call. They let it go through. Now, if I went for the Sludge Bomb, well, that's GG's, but they let it go through, holding it down, knowing that I was going to try to bait. And, well, they're going to be able to take the win here. Alteria is simply not going to be able to Dragon Breath it down. And we take the loss there. Good game. On to our next opponent here. And it's going to be a Galvantula again. Let's go. Love it. So we're just going to hold our ground. Like we said before, let the first charge move go through. Doesn't matter if it's lunge or discharge. We're still going to be able to take it. Lunge is going to lower our attack, but it's also not very effective. But they're just going straight for the damage. I can respect that. Very nice. Going to go ahead and go for that Weather Ball. I think they let this just go through. They must have a counter back here, and it is going to be a Politoed. So yeah, actually that's a pretty decent counter, I suppose, because not very effective ice moves to it. We're going to have to get to that Dazzling Gleam, in which we're going to. They were really trying to farm us down here. This is going to do a nice chunk. Perfect. So that's what we kind of needed to get through. We do have the Alteria, which is going to be nice, but if they have Blizzard, well, it's going to be a problem. Maybe they don't. Maybe they have Earthquake, and that's why they swapped into their Kingdra here. We're going to go ahead and go for the Sky Attack. Maybe I should have swapped already. Wow. Okay, we're really going for it with the Alteria. You'd think I may want to swap. Okay, I think I have a plan. All right, we still have 2 shields. Beautiful. All right, yeah, see, like I said, there's the commentary me, and there's the in-the-zone battle me. So basically what we're going to do is counter this thing down. I mean, simple as that. They're not going to be able to get off enough Weather Balls to take us out before we take them out with counter. They just went straight for the Earthquake. They were like, yeah, good game. All right, on to our next opponent here. Let's see what we're going to be met with. It is going to be a Gyarados. Please have Dragon Breath. All right, beautiful. So we're looking good here. Aqua Tail is not a problem. Crunch, not very effective, as well as Dragon Breath. They swap into their Melmetal to catch a Weather Ball. Very nice. But we have Toxicroak, which is going to be a pretty hard counter to Melmetal for sure, because, well, Rock Slide Superpower is not cutting it. If you have Thunderbolt, and then you're going to be able to get that one through, but otherwise, not looking good. They go for a Desperation Superpower, so I can potentially not get as much farm. And we're going to go straight for the Sludge Bomb here. We're in a winning position. There's no need to bait with the Mud Bomb, which, I mean, it could have been nice, but we're going to go ahead and let it take us out here. No problem. I don't mind wasting that energy. We're just going to come back in here with Ninetales and looking pretty good. Still have 2 shields and the Alteria. I'm just hoping there's not a Charmer in the back. Once our Ninetales does get withered down, it's not going to be the best situation to have the Alteria to go up against it. So they're going for an Aqua Tail here. Was really trying to catch an Aqua Tail, but I was not able to. Unfortunately, I think they may just go for it before we take them out. Yeah, not really doing much. And they have a Giratina. Okay, here we go. This is a little fun action with the new move, Moonblast. Here we go. One of those opportunities. They still have a shield left, but I don't know if they're going to be obligated to shield this. Moonblast getting through, doing a lot of damage to that Giratina. Let's get it. Nice. So there you go. That's an opportunity to use Moonblast up against a Giratina. One of the very few chances while shields are still up. I'm surprised. Let's go. Good game. Moving it on. Now, what would be trouble for this team is going to be a Charm user in the front that swaps into a Steel type. Yeah, that's all bad. Or a Steel in the front. We're going to go ahead and swap into our Alteria, seeing that we're going to take resisted damage from the water moves. Drill Peck's still really not doing much. And they decided to just go ahead and hold it out here. Maybe there's something back there that does not want to see the Alteria. Maybe 2 of the Pokemon. Let's, oh, they have a Dragonite. They're swapping into Dragon Breath is down. But we're going to be able to get to another Sky Attack, doing a lot of damage. And they're going to be able to barely take us out here. We're going to throw in our Ninetales to just absorb that Dragon Claw, which is not going to really do too much damage at all. And they're going to be able to get that off before we're even able to get off a quick move. Alright, so at this point, I'm really hoping that there's not going to be a Fairy type in the back. Because, well, this Empoleon's going to be doing some damage. We're going to shield up this, though, because I'm keeping that in mind. And we're going to go ahead and swap into the Empoleon, countering down. Not able to get to another charge move, and it's not going to be a Fairy type. It's a Kingdra. This is great. Perfect. So we're just going to do as much damage with the Toxicroak here. Go for this Sludge Bomb. There's no need to go for another Mud Bomb. If they want a double shield, then that's perfectly fine. Great. Now when we come in here with our Ninetales, we're going to be able to simply take it out. Obviously, let this charge move go through. It's going to be an Octazooka. Down we go. And they back out before we can even get to the Dazzling Gleam. Good game. So, is Alteria XL worth it? I'd say, yeah, it's pretty good. It's not going to be something that you need to, like, make. Not like a Talonflame. I feel like that was more of a useful Pokemon when it was released. As far as this one here, Alteria XL is good, but its Community Day move is really not giving it any sort of change too much. You're going to be able to get to it a little bit faster, less energy, but it's not a helpful Community Day move. Let's just be realistic. So we're swapping into the Swampert to catch this Hydro Cannon. Great. And they're going to be going into a Snorlax, which put a smile on my face because this is at least not super effective. We're just going to take neutral damage, which is good to me. And at least we're doing neutral right back. Going for the Sky Attack here. And they're letting it go through. Yes, Snorlax is pretty bulky in the Ultra League. So yeah, even at the Shadow. Gonna let this Body Slam go through and obviously come back in here with Toxicroak and farm it down here. Alright, and we're able to get a decent amount of energy and still holding on to 2 shields. Great. Let's see what this Legend's gonna do. He's coming back in here with the Swampert. That thing's loaded up on energy. Yeah, so we're gonna absolutely. We swap and take it out before they're able to get it off, and they have a Registeel in the back. So we're just gonna go ahead and go for the Dazzling Gleam here. I mean, this is the hardest hitting move we have, whatever. Because we still have 2 shields, and, well, they know it's over. As soon as I bring in the Toxicroak, they know they're going to probably back out because I have 2 shields. There's no way, and we take the win. Good game. All right, folks, we've got a few more battles here, and let's see where we're going to be met with this time. Good lead, bad lead, and it is going to be a bad lead. Oh, yeah. So this is absolutely horrible. I don't really know what to do in this situation. Just charge up, swap into, unfortunately, the hard counter. And see if we can work around it with that energy in the back. They're going to come in with Machamp. Okay, that's fine. Going to go ahead and throw the Mud Bomb here. Because that's still going to do quite a bit of damage. While the counter, look at that, it's already almost bring it down to half. And it's got about a quarter of its health left here. So great. Going for a Rock Slide. Taking us out here. So this is not looking good. They have used the shield, so we do have that going for us, I suppose. We're going to let this Cross Chop go through, so we called that correctly. Very nice. Farming it down. All right, this is going to be a risky one here. Going for the Weather Ball on the Melmetal, and we have to take that thing out. Alteria does not want to see it. At least we're going to be able to spam our charge moves faster with our Ninetales. Not very effective. Getting that Dazzling Gleam through, doing quite a bit. what that Melmetal is doing is charging a lot of energy. They know there's something back here that does not want to see it, because nobody's going to try to do this with a Ninetales. I mean, you're going to try to work around it. So we're going in with our Alteria, and, well, I think we're shielding up this rock slide. Yeah, we got to preserve our health. And what do they have in the back? It is going to be an Umbreon. Okay, so we're in business. Let's go ahead and go for Moonblast. How much does this do on a level 50 Umbreon? Nice. Looking good. So you're going to be able to do that. You did have Dazzling Gleam before, I suppose, but like we said before, or like you've heard, or plain no, is its other fairy type. It wasn't as good, right? But I haven't gotten the debuff once, and I've gotten it off probably a handful of times, so whatever. I'm not saying that this move is great. So watch what they do here. This is looking like a pretty good situation. I have to be careful because they may swap. So they go for the foul play. We use our last shield, and I'm thinking, dang, their Pokemon in the back is going to, Melmetal's going to have a charge move, and they catch the Sky Attack. And I'm just going to say, I wasn't even upset. Sometimes when people catch, I get a little annoyed, But this one here, I was like, shoot, that was a clean swap. Very nice. You were looking like you were going to lose, but you played that out correctly, so good game. On to our next opponent. And it is going to be a Cresselia lead. So this is pretty interesting. Alteria doesn't want to get hit by the Moonblast. Toxicroak doesn't care about the Psycho Cut. Moonblast is going to do a dent, but yeah, let's just figure it out with the Ninetales here. So they're going for the Moonblast, and of course they're getting the attack drop on me. Of course they do. I don't, and they do, So we're going to go ahead and go for our Dazzling Gleam, and instantly swapping a double swap here. Now, am I super skilled? Then I didn't know they were going to go into an Obstagoon, and I went into the Toxicroak to just hard counter them. No, blind luck, folks. Blind luck. All right, so what are they going to do now? Coming back here with the Cresselia, of course, and we're going to shield this up. Because, well, Sludge Bomb is still going to hurt it. Just because we're Poison and Fighter, going up against Cresselia doesn't mean we can't win this. So we're getting that Sludge through, going for the Mud Bomb here. I think they definitely will let this go. Yeah, there's no need to shield that. What do they have that they're holding on to their shields? It is going to be a Talonflame. So here we go. Alteria's time to shine. We're going to be able to absorb that Brave Bird like we've seen before. Now, if they want to go for that Brave Bird first, by all means, go for it. You're going to lower your stats there, and it's not going to be looking too good. Getting off a Flame Charge, great. So we called it. Still holding on to our shield. Now, at this point, a Brave Bird will KO because they have just boosted their attack. But are we going to shield? No, we're going to call it again. Oh, man, what a call. They're probably so annoyed. They're probably like, use your shield. What's wrong with you? Because I know I do when this kind of thing happens to me. So making all the right calls, we're shielding up that last one. We're going to take the win. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care, trainers.
It's out of my hand, but I'm still in control. It's out of my hand. You can never take away the power of my goal.
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!